Welcome to the Icaran sector, and welcome to the first game since the first codex has been released. So it's just me today, here with the Tyranids Codex. I picked it up the other day, and I'm going to try and get this out and edited in less than a week to try and obviously follow the traffic with the new codex. I've been having a look through it. For the most part, it looks alright. There is 6 detachments in here. There are full walkthrough videos available on YouTube. Go check those out and go look through those. There's loads of information out there. So I thought, who better to bring out than the Deathwatch? So I've got 1,000 points of Deathwatch versus 1,000 points of the new Tyranids. We'll look at those armies in a minute, but let's just go have a quick look through what I'm actually running today. So the models I do have, it looks like Vanguard Onslaught is the one that fits, because Broodlords and Genestealers have the Vanguard keyword. So the Vanguard detachment, we can fall back and charge, and we can Vanguard Invaders can advance and charge, which is quite tasty. There's a couple of nice enhancements, and I've gone for Chameleonic today. There's a redeploy. There's +1 to hit rolls and wound rolls. Doesn't necessarily affect the Broodlord, because I think he already hits on 2s. But I suppose if you get any negative modifiers, it brings it back. But the +1 to wound would be nice. But I've gone for -1 to hit. Gives them stealth, and also have the benefit of cover against the shooting attack. So stealth will affect both, but it's a range attack, gets the benefit of cover, which would be quite nice. And there's a couple of nice strats by the looks of it. So we can do things like move if you get too close. We can match the Deathwatch for Teleportarium, but we go into strategic reserve, so we come in from the board edge. But that could work, especially in turn 3, coming in from the back. Could be quite useful. And we can give precision to melee. There's a couple of characters we can go stalking. If you pull the Assassinate card out, you pull that stratagem, and you really go to town. And so this is a fairly nice looking one, and it matches the models I have. Also, ideally one day I want to try the Synaptic Nexus. Where is it? The Crusher Stampede, big beastie one, +1 to hit and +1 to wound. That could be fun. But no, today we will stick with Vanguard Onslaught. So again, we get fall back and charge, and then we can get advance and charge on the invader units. So obviously, looking through, most of the data cards from the index still work, with one exception, which we'll check out. So I've got a Morlock today, so he's in Deep Strike, he can pop up. The one change is the Genestealers. So their ability is now reroll 1s to hit. If your opponent is on an objective, rerolls 1 to hit and 1s to wound. So there's 3 units of Genestealers, 2 units of 5, 1 unit of 10. Unit of Hormagaunts, advance and charge. Unit of Termagants, get in range of me. We can move d6 inches in a direction, probably away. Swarmlord, because again, I don't really have that many models. I've got some more coming eventually, but he's big, he's chunky, he can increase CP of a strat, and he gets an extra CP just for being on the board. And then the Broodlord, he gives devastating wounds to the units attached to, so he's attached to 10 Genestealers, and they have stealth, and also, and the benefit of cover against shooting, which would be quite nice. And of course, they have Scout 8, so the potential for them to move up and then be on objectives, and then the Space Marines just have to deal with that, is going to be a big one. So let's go look at the board and the army. So today we have a nice big space, lots of line of sight blocking, lots of cover. Everybody's been ducking and diving. And yes, so it's 1,000 points, but you play on the full-size table now. So let's check out, see how that works. We are doing Dawn of War. Take and hold 5 points to every objective you hold to a maximum of 15. And our twist today, or mission roll, secret intel. So you draw 3 cards from the mission deck and discard one of them. So we've got large line of sight blocking, we've got cover, we've got open pathways. So yes, right, let's have a look at the armies and their deployments. So the Space Marines on the home objective, aggressors. There is 1 unit of Deathwatch vets with Xenophase Blade, rocket launcher, and Infernus Heavy Bolter. So of course they were ones to hit, but against anything Xenos or anything without the Imperium or the Chaos keyword, Tyranids, they reroll all hits. Ballistas Dreadnought for fun and games, so he reroll all hits against models that haven't lost a wound yet. These are actually on the ground floor, but there's a captain, he's the warlord, and he has Thief of Secrets, he's got Thunderhammer and a Power Sword. There is Thunderhammer Storm Shield, Assault Cannon, and 3 Bolter and Power Fists. And in reserve, there is the Librarian with Beacon Angelis, so he can teleport in with his unit and do rapid ingress for free. And 5 Hellblasters to come in with, so he'll give them a 4-up invul, and also on a 4-up when they die, they can shoot back. And then yeah, so the Moloch is in reserve. So these are trying to screen out a bit. Oh, and a unit of Intercessors, which once they're on an objective, they claim it and can move off it. So we've got Gene Stealers to Vanguard here. We have the Broodlord with his hair. The Termagants with the guns on their home objective. These guys to move forward, and the Swarmlord and the Hormagaunts to push onto that objective and then of course the Moloch is in reserve. The last thing to really mention before we start the game is the balanced data slate. So this has now come up. There's a couple of bat reps that will have come out, or will come out after this, that were filmed before this came out. So talking with Christian, we like the Devastating Wounds change. I think that's pretty good. Because we're a much more narrative-based channel, the modifying CP thing, we're going to ignore. We're going to house rule that one out. Basically, telling fun stories on video, having the captains being able to do more is going to be more interesting. Having the Swarm Lord being able to affect the cost of other stratagems, yeah, that's much more going to be much more interesting, much more fun. So we're going to house roll that one, and then the last thing we're going to house roll, not on this one, but on the things that are 5 inches up. If you're at the bottom, you can't attack what's on top. That makes no sense, unless something that's like maybe towering that can reach that high. We'll come on that as a case-by-case basis. I think we'll play that one a bit more by ear. But so the house rules are: can stand on end your movement on objectives. We're going to ignore the CP, free CP and change CP rulings. And then if you are on a higher level at vantage point to attack, you need to be on the same level unless you are a big model. Right. That out the way. So with everything ready, everything explained, thank you for sticking with us this long. If you're already here, please like, subscribe, comment, follow along, and let's see who gets first turn. Right, the Tyranids are new, so they get the first roll, a 4, and the Deathwatch, a 6. Deathwatch, turn 1. Will these guys make their moves? So the orders coming in, we've got engage on all fronts, secure no man's land, and capture any outpost. So we're scrapping engage on all front and keeping hold of these 2. These guys advanced 4, they're on the objective. These guys advanced 4, they're on the objective. So I do secure no man's land. Just these guys have shots on those Gene Stealers. He has shots on these Gene Stealers. They're the other moment. These guys haven't moved. And maybe they should have done. Because they're not putting shots down there. Never mind. So there's only a few shots coming in, but we re-rolled all hits and wounds against those guys. And so the Tyranids getting cheeky. They played Unseen Lurkers on these ones because the Ballistas was about to target them because they're the other moment target. And they're outside a 12-inch range, so can't be targeted. So we've had to shift onto these guys. So we will do 2 las cannons, hitting on 3s, and I can re-roll that because they're not being injured yet. Winning on 2s. Oh no, they're stealth, hitting on 4s. So I think they did. 5-up invul, so we just kill one of them. And then there is 11 in that unit, so we'll do the frag. Which is 2d6, yes. Strength 5. Oh, nice. 2d6 plus 2 because there's the blast. So that's 3 for that one. Hitting on 3s. No rerolls now because they're injured. Wounding on 3s. Oh, hitting on 4s, but never mind. I must remember the stealth. Because they get the benefit of cover, saving on 4s. So only 2 more Gene Stealers go from that unit. So that was effective. And then these guys shooting everything into here. Right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting on 3s because they advanced. Wounding on 4s. Wait. Gene Stealers have 2 wounds apiece now, don't they? 5-ups. So that kills one. Puts down to a wound. So the las cannon was, did d6 plus 1. And then the rocket was 1 damage. So it would only have killed one of them. So we'll put one of them back in. Right, yes, yeah. There we go. Gene Stealers, 2 wounds. And that is very much the end of the shooting phase. So the end of turn 1, we score 5 points. We'll go on to Gene Stealers turn 1. Sorry, Tyranids turn 1. Mostly Gene Stealers. So we got 2 CP for having the Swarm Lord on the table. We've got Area Denial, Attempting Target. We're getting rid of Engage on all fronts. Attempting Target, the Marine player said that one because they're not quite as strong, hopefully. Area Denial we've definitely got. These guys moving forward, and you're wondering why the Morlock's on the table, because there's a nice stratagem. Seeded Broods. 1 Tyranid unit from your army, or 2 Vanguards. You can, for the purposes of setting up Deep Strike, count as 1 round higher. So turn 1, Morlock. So the Morlock comes in. On a 2 to 5 we do D3 mortal wounds, and on a 6, on a 2 to 4 we do D3, on a 5-up we do flat 3 mortal wounds, and within 12, so these guys are within 12, say 3 mortal wounds, so that will kill that one, and put that one down to a wound, these guys as well. Flat 3. I guess the Sergeant, because he's got Storm Shield, he'll go down to a single wound. And that's that. Right. Shooting phase. There is nothing. No, because the Termagants are here, and the Swarmlord stayed back here, pushed into the center here. Right, onto the charge phase then. So these guys will go 7 inches, and they can advance and charge, and they will go 11 inches. Well, so these guys got 7, so they will just tuck in sort of straight away so they can stay on the objective and hopefully take them off it. And these guys got a mighty 11. So let's see. Oh, well, the guy at the back can tag in. So we will get all of them, barring one, into attack. Now the Marine player does have 2 CP, so you can pay to interrupt. And as that one's the tempting target, we will start over there. So the Hormagaunts. Oh, he cannot charge in because he's blocked, so we won't do that one. Hormagaunts. They have 3 attacks each, so there's 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, they will hit on 4s. And their AP -1. Wounding on 5s, I'm not going to pay for Armor of Contempt. That's still 5, saving on 4s. Managed to kill 2 of them. I guess at least the 2 special weapons guys, because they. So we will pay 2 CP to interrupt and come in here and come in here, because we do have a Thunderhammer in that squad. Intercessor. And they get close combat with 3 attacks each. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's only 3 left. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Saving on 5s. So that kills 1, kills 2, kills 3. And then Thunderhammer. 3 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 2s. 5 up invul, which we make. So, Gene Stealers, there's 1 left. 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. 2s, 4s, AP, -2, 1 damage. So 5 ups. Kill the 1. Put the 1 there. Ooh. Are we in? So the OC of a Gene Stealer is 1. The OC of a Intercessor is 2. So the Marines actually take that objective back. That's good. And then over here, the Deathwatch veterans. There. Oh, what's the save on Hormagaunt? 5 up. So, right. And they are toughness 3. Okay. Steven Face Blades has devastating wounds. Vigil is strength 5. So there's 2 swords. Hitting on 3s. Killing on 3s. So just 2 dead. And then the Xenophase Blade hitting on 3s. Yep. Killing on 3s. So that's only 4 of them dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we're out OCing on that one. So we do get a tempting target. We do get area denial. So we get the full 10 points turn 1. As we go, and at the end of he will use his free CP, again house ruled, he will teleport his squad away to come down at the end of the movement phase for the Deathwatch turn 2. Orders coming in, capture any outpost, which we had last time, bring it down, and deploy teleport home as we bend. And the teleporting unit came in a 9-inch charge away from there. They'll probably put the shots down this way. Bring it down. So this one very clearly is our Oath of Moment target. Still on the home objective, but just move round. He's moved, so all of these units they've teleported in are within 12 inches, so they cannot play that strat. So yeah, we will try, and they're in there. We didn't fall out of combat there. Hopefully we can do some good. Right, pistols into combat first. 3 hits, wounds on 4s, save on a 5. Now, do at least put a wound on the Gene Stealer, although he could potentially be firing first. Right, these guys will put all of their shots in here. So there are 3 combi bolters, storm bolters, combi bolters, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. 5 up save. Oh. And that will put a wound onto one of them. Must remember, hitting on 4s. And saving on the 4 as well because of cover. The cannon hitting on 4s. Only 1 hit. No wounds. So 1 wound caused there. Right. On to the main event. Ballistus into the Morlock. Hitting on 3s. Oh. Yeah, sorry. We played the devastating wounds. So that does wound. Wounding on... toughness of a Morlock is 10. So it'll wound on 3s. Oath of Moment. AP minus 3. You have a 3 up save, so 6s. For 3 damage. Putting it down to 14 wounds, down to 11. The rockets. Devastating. Wounds, I think strength 10, right? Cards are right here. Strength 10, yes. AP minus 2, so both save. The aggressor squad get twin linked on D6 plus 1 each. So 3, 6, 9, 10. Strength 4, so wounding on 6s. But re-rolling everything. So that's 4. AP dash, saving on 3s. So we take another 2 wounds off it, bringing it down to 9. Hellblasters. Where is my Hellblaster? Hellblaster squad. Strength 8, so wounding on 5s, 2 damage. Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting on 3s. 6 is auto wound. Rerolling everything. Wounding on 5s. Rerolling everything. So that's 2, 4, 6. And they are AP minus 3. So 2, 4, 6, 8. It's down to 1 room remaining. Yeah. The librarian. Where's the librarian? Librarian has 5 in the squad. No ones, please. Ah! That's 3. So 1's dead on a 4 up. Oh, he shoots again. 5s. And a 6. Alright. So we kill it, but at the cost of 3 wounds on those guys, and the librarian doesn't need to take hazardous tip. Does it go crazy? No. And once again, the Morlock pops up and doesn't do any, well, he did some damage, but then died. Right. Is that everything that can shoot? I believe so. Charges. Well, there's only 1 charge. 9-inch charge from here to here. And we will use the captain's free CP as it's a new turn if we fail. No. Ooh. That leaves them guys exposed, but do they want to come back? Swarmlord, does he have something to say about it? We'll go on to turn 2. No, we will go on to the fight phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6. 6 there. And they will go first because even if I kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They reroll hits, don't they? 4s. Ooh. And 5s. Just the 1. 4 up save. Yeah, that's okay. Alright. These guys here. 3s. And then 4s. And then a 5. Then the Thunderhammer 4s. Oh, and they also go through. 5 up. Yeah, well, that's 4 damage. He's very much pulverized into the dust, and they can consolidate a bit further onto the objective. And oops. And then coming back over here, the Vanguard veterans can fight. So power swords, there's 3 attacks each, so 6. 3s, but re-rolling everything. So they auto kill, and then 3s. So that's 4 dead. And then the Xenophase blade. Right, I think that's all of them dead. So 2, 4, 6, 8 of them would be killed. And they too will consolidate a bit further onto the objective. So the Swarm Lord's probably going to have to bust his way out and deal with those guys over there. So the Tyranids are kind of swarmed in the middle, but these guys can put shots, hopefully kill that one with the Storm Shield and Thunderhammer. They might have to come back and deal with that. We're going to Tyranids' turn. So orders coming in. Capture any outpost, storm hostile objective behind enemy lines is the one we're ditching. And we've advanced because we can advance and charge with Vanguard units all the way up there. However, they've paid a CP to Overwatch because that is important. These have advanced this way so they can charge onto that objective and just exchange objectives. And the Swarm Lord advanced this way, but his weapon is not an assault weapon or his psychic power, so he will be the threat next turn. Right, so there's 3d6 plus 1, 7, 14, 17, 18, 8, 2, 4, 6, 16, 18. No re-rolls because the other moment target has been eliminated. Ending on 4s. But saving on 4s because against ranged attacks they have the benefit of cover. There is 1 injured though. So it kills the injured one, kills 1 more and injures another. That didn't maybe do quite as much as we'd hoped for. But we shall see. Right. So we'll put the 10 shots from here. 4, 5, 6, 8. Right, hitting on 4s. Just the 2. Only on 4s? No, never mind. So that is stalemate for another day. And that is all the shooting. So these guys will attempt to charge through. 6, will that get them in? Just. So they will go there and hopefully clear it out. So there'll just be 1 that can't attack. And I did look, there's a strat that pick 2 units up and they can go into strategic reserves. But doing that, because they've got advance and charge, they would have been closer advancing and charging than coming off the board. And right, oh, those guys want to charge in. 12. So they will come right round and take the objective. These guys have devastating wounds. Because of the Broodlord, who is touching somebody who's engaged. 15 steals with their arms. Right, we'll do the Broodlord first because we've not seen him. I think we might pay to interrupt over there. That's have 2 CP. I can fall. Can I do anything? There is a before something's fought, fight something or other, isn't there? We're gonna have precision. Add one to the hit roll if they feel a battle shock. Well, they hit on 2s anyway. Is it worth forcing a battle shock for a CP? And if they fail, +1 to wound? Yeah, let's do it. Need a 6. Oh, well, that worked out quite well. So we'll spend a CP. So we can +1 to wound against those guys. They're toughness 6, right? Aggressors. Yeah. Toughness 6, so Gene Sealers will be active wounding them on 4s, and the Broodlord will what will he do? Swarmlord, Termagants, Broodlord. He is strength 6, so he wounds them on 3s. Ooh! So he gets 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. No, just the 1. And AP -2 to damage. So 5 up. Yep, so one of them is on a wound. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, devastating wounds. Remember to devastating wounds. 6. 4 attacks each. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s now. That's a lot of dice. Take out the 1s. And then 4s. Looking for those 6s. That's 1, 2, 3 devastating wounds. And then saving on 5s. Gene Stealer's AP -2, yes. So that's 4 devastating. That is the squad. That is very effective. So we get storm hostile objective and capture enemy outpost all in one go. Yes, we will pay the 2 CP to interrupt over here. We only have 1 CP. We won't pay 2 CP to interrupt. So there are 4 Gene Stealers in range. 1 is out of range. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 4s. Saving on 5s. So that kills 2 more. So it's just the guy left with the Xenophage Blade. He hits on 3s. Rerolling. That goes through. Devastate looking with 6s. And 5 up saves. They make all of that. So, just the guy left with the Xenophage Blade there. 1 CP. Olette. No, they need to shoot down there. They can't teleport. They could teleport because they hold that objective. 1 CP. Teleportarium. And we'll go on to turn 3. Our orders: behind enemy lines, cleanse, which we are binning because we've got behind enemy lines. Teleported in here. These guys are our oath target. We're now back in range of this objective. Shoot down. We're in the precision hits. Our critical hits go precision. Hopefully we can get rid of the Broodlord. We shall see. And that is all. We've fallen out of combat here, but that will probably happen later. So we will start at the back here. We will put the Storm Bolters. No, we'll put everything into the Swarm Lord. 2, 3 Storm Bolters. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 6s. Nothing. Assault Cannon. Hits. Wounds on 6s probably. We take a wound on the Swarm Lord, putting him down to 9 wounds. Yes, he has 10 wounds to start with. Okay. Because I think we can clear off that lot if we charge in. These guys going in. No, we'll do these guys first. 1, 2, 3. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling everything. So I think that will wound on a 4, and that's on the Broodlord. The Broodlord has a 4 up. No, Broodlord is down to 5 wounds. And these will wound on 4s. Save on 4s. So we kill that one and put the wound onto the next one. The Ballistus will hit on 4s with his last cannons. Re-rolling. Wound on 2. And save on a 4 up invul. Yep. That wound on a 2. Save on a 5 up invul. D6 plus one. Well, there's only one with 1 wound left anyway. The crack. One's precision. The Broodlord is toughness 5, so that wound on 2s. Save on a 4-up. D6 damage for 1. We're not trying not to use CP rerolls, that's no fun. And against the other saves. Right, Hellblasters will have to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Overcharging. No precision. Let's go. Yeah, we need to go fishing. Let's reroll everything. 1 precision. Wounding on a 3. 4 of invul. So that's 2 damage, putting him down to 2. And these will wound on 2s. And save on 5-ups. So that's 3 more dead. Oh, there's only 1 left. Hazardous. Oh, there's 1 on a wound on a 4-up. Fire in. I'll reroll that 4. Look for a 6. No. Wounding on 2s. 5-up. Alright, so we kill Huey's squad, but he's still left there on 2 wounds. Alright, the librarian has to do it. Alright. And you're gone. Devastating wounds, yes. Hazardous. D6 for 2. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. Strength 6 4s. No. 4 up. And that is D3 wounds for 2. Whoa. That was a lot of firepower, but we finally got him. Dying Hellblasters actually really help. Go figure. So take back our home objective. And the last thing to do then is charge over here. 6. I think that should do it. Oh yes. So El Capitan. And that's 1 wound on at the front. What was that one for? Right, the captain probably should use his power sword, because they're not going to get a save. Relic Blade. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. 2, 4, 6 of them dead. Then there are the Thunderhammer from the Terminators. Deathwatch Terminators, there they are. Thunderhammer. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. Killing on 2s. are dead. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 power fists. Power fists, 3 attacks each. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting on 3s. Also smashing on 2s. This is where I roll all 1s. Now we claim them off and consolidate onto the objective to protect the captain, as the Swarm Lord will come in for revenge, and that gives us behind enemy lines and gives us capture enemy outpost. Finally, we'll go on to turn 3 for the Tyranids. Orders coming in, bring it down, no prisoners, and we are not using defend stronghold we've only just got back to that. The Gene Stealers that were here, I paid the CP, and they're over there because we know we might bring it down from the Dreadnought, you never know. And then no prisoners, but kill things here, kill things over there. Oh, we do get a psychic shot from the Swarm Lord, which I believe is Torrent. D6 plus 3. 4 plus the 3. So it's Torrent, so it auto hits. Strength 5, toughness 5. Yes. Wounding on 4s. AB -1, so saving on 3s. Oh, and we save them all. Aha. So he will go charging in. So 5 inches. Yes, straight in there. And the Gene Stealers over there need a 9-inch charge. And we will CP reroll that, just by what I said. That's an 8, so they don't get in. Because I've got 4 CP left, because the Swarm Lord. Right, Swarm Lord. Let's see what you can do. 9 attacks, 8 attacks. Hitting on 2s. 2, 4. Hitting on 2s. And wounding on. Oh. I know I should maybe have done this sooner, but let's spend a CP to give the melee weapons precision. So, ha ha ha. Take down the captain. Why not? Wounding on 3s, but twin linked. They all wound. And they are AP -2, flat 3 damage, so we need 4 up saves. So let's put them there. Nope. Nope. How many wounds does he have? I've lost the data card. Captain, where are you? Deathwatch veterans. Captain in Terminator armor has 6 wounds. He's dead. Now, okay, these will stay on 4-ups. So that kills 3 more, including the Storm Shield guy. So that just leaves... Oh, Swarm Lord! Brutal! So they have 3 attacks each with power fists, hitting on 3s. Swarm Lord toughness 10, moving on 5s. AP -2, he's got 4 up invul, which he makes. Ouch! 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 So we don't get bring it down, we do get no prisoners. Let's burn that one for a CP, because that's going to be really hard to do, because of course I need all the extra CP. And we'll go on to teleport something. I have 2 CP. Yep, let's teleport. Let's teleport these guys. Right, we're going to turn 4. Just before we go into turn 4, it's currently 45 points each. That's pretty close. Well, there's a lot more of these guys left as we go into turn 4. Again, just before we go into turn 4, he doesn't have the Vanguard Invader keyword, which he should have had for getting precision. But I'm going to let that stand because that was absolutely hilarious. So yeah, turn 4. But overwhelming force, area denial, and investigate signals. We're ditching investigate signals because we're nowhere near any corners. I thought it was the one they do on objectives, but it isn't. I think I've canned all of those. So overwhelming force, kill something that's on an objective. So the Swarm Lord is the Oath of Moment target. And area denial, we are definitely doing that one. So we'll try and get rid of these. So we'll start over here with a shooting phase. Oh, so we're going for sustained hits. So we'll start over here, going into there. So we'll do blast for the rocket. So 2d6 plus 1. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling everything because that hasn't taken any wounds yet. No 6s. Charming. Wounding on 3, strength 5. Saving on 5s. So that kills 2 and puts 1 onto a wound. And then the last cannons. Oh, and the fella at the corner over there, he passed morale. Last cannons. Hits. Oh, and a sustained hit. 2s. And then 5 up invulns. So that'll kill 1, and we'll kill another one. So just 1 Gene Stealer left there. And right, coming over here then, Hellblasters. 1, 2, 3 of them left. Hitting on 3s. Do I go fishing for 6s? Let's reroll that one. Now, moving on 5s. Rerolling. 4 up invul. So you take 6 damage. Putting him down to 3 left. Oh, they could have stayed in combat and they could have shot at him because he was a monster. So it's D6 for the librarian. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's see if we can lose any for hazardous. Nope. The librarian has... oh, that's the captain. Where's the librarian? Primaris librarian. There he is. D6 for 1, which hits and wounds, and 4 up. Yes. Oh, that was a bit useful. We both gain a CP. I missed that step. And we had 4 objectives, so we got still full 15 points for that. Oh. Does he take any damage? No. He's okay. Don't really want to go charging in. So we get area denial. Do we? Yeah, let's get a CP for that one as we went to its turn 4. So we got Cleanse, which I burn the CP to get Investigate Signals. We've got Assassinate and Teleport Homers. So move forward, we've got the character there we could try and assassinate. And that Gene Stealer passed morale. He passed morale. So he is deploying a Teleport Homer. The opponent's deployment zone. So he's got 4. I think it's 5 VP for that one. And maybe get Assassinate here. So we'll try his Psychic Attack, D6 plus 3 for 2. It's Strength 6, right? Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. And saving on 4s. Oh, they pass all of those. Charging in. Oh, yes. So he gets 8 attacks. 5, 2, 4, 6. And yeah, after seeing him with precision, I understand now why he shouldn't get it. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. Twin linked. So it's AP minus 2. Yes. So 3 5-up saves. And that's 2 dead. 5-up save. 5-up save. No, that's 3 dead. And then 4-up invols. The lieutenant, the librarian passes all of those. Oh, they have 4-up invols anyway. Ah. Because, alright, so these 2 of them died. Yes. 2 of them dead. And on 3-ups, they can fire their pistols overcharged. He's the author moment target. 5s. Nothing. Never mind. Close combat. Hell blasters. Oh, the librarian has 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. Oh. AP minus 1, so I think that's 3-up saves. He has a 2-up base save, yep. And 3d3 damage. Oh yes. He's only got 3 wounds left. Deadly Demise, D3. No, he doesn't Deadly Demise. So the Tyranids do not get Assassinate, which only leaves 1 on the table. Let's check the scores and come back for turn 5. So we've got no prisoners, assassinate an attempting target. As I'm on all 3 of these objectives because he passed his morale, they all passed the morale. I've gone for attempting target because whichever one he selects I get. Assassinate, I've already killed all his characters, so no prisoner can go. So the only thing I have to kill is a single Gene Stealer. And I guess he's my other moment target. So the last cannons will spend a CP to put him into devastating wounds. Oh no, critical hits, auto wound. 5 ups. Oh, a rocket. And a 5-up invul. Did you see the tank to? You can't make this up. Alright, we'll go to the final turn for the single Gene Stealer. Coming in, extend battle and secure no man's land. I can actually still get points because he's advanced here. He got a massive 6 and he's a 7-inch charge away from that single Marine and he passed morale. So he just needs a 7-inch charge, which I will CP reroll which he just gets. And he gets 4 attacks. 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s, saving on 5s. We get 4 attacks back with a Xenophase Blade. And oh, yeah, it's the other moment target, isn't it? Wounding on 3s. 5 up invols. No. The Deathwatch. Rather take that one. Alright, we'll go 5. Toss up the last Gene Stealer removed. The final score is 90 points to 55. Maybe ended differently if we'd have done the Swarm Ward properly without the precision, but I don't think it'd have actually swung the game. That Vanguard detachment's got some tricks to it. I'm quite impressed with that one. The giving something precision. If the Swarm Lord or the Brood Lord had gone in, I think there's something I might have to flesh out this the Vanguard one, and I've got Lictor coming. Are there any more Vanguard units from the new box? I don't think so. Right, from Leviathan. Oh well, we'll just have to get some more Gene Stealers or something. I've got 24 of them. I need 1 more for getting the full squad. Well, the Deathwatch changes aren't too bad. The free teleport's very thematic. And keeping hold of the objectives, the Intercessor surviving, him surviving. Him not taking a scratch because of the failed charge. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Wouldn't mind running this list again against another human person. Maybe change up the Swarm Lord, putting a Rupture Cannon. Really could do with more Brood Lords. Or the Brood Lord. Yeah, I think maybe a Brood Lord and the 5-man squad of Gene Stealers. Remember, they've got 2 wounds now. It's still punishing fire from the Hellblasters. Hellblasters doing more work after they died. That was quite impressive. But anyway, thank you very much for watching as I build all my incredulity and fill it out here. Please do like, subscribe, follow along for more battle reports, and we'll see you in the next video.